I don't believe religion. Religion is division, dog.
I doubted you. I thank you so much.
God put on my heart for me to turn around, bro. I just want to brag on Jesus, dog. He opened my eyes.
Crazy. What's your name?
Jaquaylin.
I'm Jan, bro. So, first thing you said was, I don't do religion. And we don't need. This ain't religion. This ain't about Christianity. This is about us coming back to our nationality, our true heritage. Because remember, in the time of slavery, they told us what? We couldn't read and write. You know what I'm saying?
We would have found out the truth.
We would have found out the truth. They used us against us, so we wouldn't go to that.
You know, we create our own reality, right? God gave that to us.
I don't know much about that, but I'm going to show you what I know real quick. 2 minutes. Watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11.
Read.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
He gave us these laws for inheritance. For instance, give me a law. Give me Leviticus 21:5. So he gave us these laws in this Bible. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. A man shall not shed his hand bald. These are our laws as inheritance. But what happened was, when we went into slavery, our friendly neighborhood white man got a hold of this. You know what I'm saying? And he twisted it, and he turned it, and used it against us. That's what happened. But this is our Bible, bro. Written for us, written by us, written for us. It's not the black people in here, bro. That's bogus.
Man, when in Revelation, when I read it, that was my first, and I felt so slow because when I found out this was wrong.
Yes. Don't feel bad. I'm glad that you know that there's people that are here like that's not what it means.
And they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it.
Watch this. Read it. Here's the law. Then we're going to get around.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So we're not supposed to shave our heads bald. If we go bald naturally, that is what it is. But if we sit here and grab a razor like Michael Jordan or like that, that's against God's laws. Something simple like that, our pastor
like even wave.
Yeah, we keep about that.
God wants you to look good.
Okay, yeah.
God ain't, he's looking good. He wants us to look good.
Okay.
But to shave, take a razor and he don't want us to do that, read.
Neither shall thou shave off the corners of their beard.
And neither shall we shave our beard. Because a man's beard is a sign of our manly, our badge of dignity. This is our dignity right here. You know what I'm saying? So now we can line it up, bro.
I read that and when it speaks about the women, they're saying, like, when they say, don't put your hair in a ponytail or something like that, right?
I never heard that.
That's not in there.
No, sir. The women put their hair in ponytails. What they supposed to do is keep their head covered when they go over the
That's
Bible.
what it is.
Yeah. When we go over the Bible, we are to uncover our head. As men, as women, they cover it.
That's
But
Old Testament.
no, that's New Testament. We'll get to that. But this right here, when we read it old, but when we just talking about covering hands, that's New Testament. But as men, we are to have. That's why you see me and my brothers with beards. So if you get a beard, let that thing grow. Line it up.
I ain't never cut it. This is all 27
Hey,
years.
it is what it is, man, bro. It is what it is. The Lord knows. But hey, I want to show you how we know that we the real Jews. Not the Jewish people over there today. How we know that we are the Israelites according to this Bible. We come from the 12 tribes of Israel, our forefather Jacob. We come from him, okay? You remember when Kanye West was saying that we the real Jews? Or Kyrie or Deshaun Jackson, they was like, don't be saying that. You were anti-Semitic. You need to apologize. They're telling the truth. But, they don't want us to know. But this is how we know.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So Moses was telling us straight up, hey, if we don't keep God's laws and commandments,
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said, hey, straight up, listen, if we don't keep God's laws as a people, y'all, because he just took us out of Egypt, he just freed us. Now this is God's agreement for freeing us. We need to listen to him. We need to keep his laws. All right?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ blessed. Deacon Abiel in the building. Listen, subscribe to IUIC Oklahoma YouTube page. We got a lot more content coming out. We got the captains, we got the officers about to drop some fire. Stay tuned, and don't forget, fix your faces on IUIC Oklahoma. Stay tuned with the latest and greatest content that we got coming out. All praise be to the Most High God. Shalom.
That's all we gotta do. If we don't, say that part again.
I command thee this day that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
Curses is gonna come upon us if we don't keep God's law. Here's the curse. What's up?
No, I'm just thinking that.
Okay, yeah. Here's the curse right here. 16.
Curse shall thou be in the city.
It says, curse shalt thou be in the city. A curse is bad, right? Somebody curses is bad. So how can a city be bad? Wait, right? How can a curse be bad?
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, sorry, how can a city be bad?
Sorry. How can the city be bad?
Right.
Like the city's cursed?
Yeah. If the city is said, curse shalt thou be in the city. You blacks, Hispanics, and natives, curse shalt you be in the city. Your city gonna be cursed. How can your city be bad? How can it be cursed? What makes it bad? What makes it cursed? Evil? Like what? It's right. What? Like what?
Like, evil, like, just cheating, right?
Killing.
Adultery.
Right. Exactly.
Idolatry, adultery.
Right. Gang banging.
Yeah.
Selling drugs in the hood.
And that's the big thing.
Stealing. Bro, we hate each other in the hood.
You know, somebody woke me up when they said this one day. They said, man, the racism isn't between white and black. It's between our own people.
Yeah,
We knock each other off more than anybody else.
Yes, you see what these YNs do? It's scary, bro. They idolize Devon out in Chicago. They got a mural of him in Chicago, bro. You know how many lies he's done? They got a mural of that. So curse shalt thou, that's a curse. That's, here's another curse.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
And curse shalt thou be in the field. We got off these slave ships, we was in the field, people cotton, right? That's a curse. Bro, we didn't just go into slavery for a reason because they hate our skin color. Because we didn't keep God's laws is why we went into slavery. Curse shalt thou be in the cotton field. Curse shalt thou be in the sugarcane field. Curse shalt thou be in the field. And today we still curse. Our Hispanic brothers got 3 jobs and they got nothing to show for it. They are brothers too. They Israelites too. They curse. They got all them jobs and nothing to show. I got a better one for you. 68. Give me another curse, bro. And you tell me what this is. Well, I'm going to tell you, but you tell me if you relate. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So he said, hey, all right, if we don't keep God's laws, we're going to go back to Egypt, y'all. But this is a different Egypt this time. We're not going to go back to the same Egypt over there in the Middle East. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Next time, we're going to go into slavery again with ships. Who went into slavery by ships, bro?
What? Slavery?
Who went into slavery by way of ships? As a nation of people. Who did that? Facts. Well, that's in the Bible. I damn near cried when I read it. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, bro. This has been in the Bible the whole time. Yes, the veil has been on us, but it's been uncovered. All praises to the Most High. We keep this truth. Read on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
He's talking about you're not going to see Israel no more again. Read.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
So when you get over to your land of your captivity, you shall be sold unto your enemies. See, everybody said everybody went into slavery, but everybody was not sold unto their enemies, like chattel slavery. Read.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
which is slave men,
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man gonna free you. That's us, bro. Only we can relate to that as a nation of people. Verse 32. Only we can relate to that. And you see what's happening to our Hispanic brothers and sisters today? They're being deported out of their own land, bro. They're called immigrants in their own land, bro. They're called aliens. They were here first. They were the so-called Aztecs. This was their land. Texas, California, Mexico. All that was theirs. But they've been kicked out and they was put in the backyard. That's a curse. It's not normal. But it's happening to them and us because we are not doing what God told us to do. What do you need to do? Deuteronomy 10:20. Great question, bro. Lovely question. You need a flyer, too. I'll say liaison. Let's get him a flyer, sir. Because essentially, you gotta repent, bro. God ain't. Right. This ain't God. Sadly, I have this God in my head.
You can really read generations, man. It took me generations to get that out of my.
Right. And I understand because they did a great job on this, bro. It's all we do. It's all we do. Now this right here, we're not saying this is him. We're saying this is the close image of him. That's the real image. Right, well here, in bronze. But this image right here, this is what has us thinking that we can do whatever we want to do, and God is going to come back to love and kiss. And we can celebrate Christmas. And 4th of July, you know, they eat pork.
Bring it out.
Facts. This guy got us thinking we can do that, though. Praise, I'm glad you don't, bro. This is what you got to start doing, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Read.
And now Israel.
Hey, look, it runs deep, bro. But I pray you just start somewhere. Because right now, we're not even touching the surface, all right? I just pray that you understand you're an Israelite. You take heed to this. Because it sounds good. But when you leave, that's when the real trial begins, okay? But you don't have to do it alone. You keep coming to us. We're down the street. You know where we at? I'll tell you. It's on the back of the
You are
car.
the secret place. Community church.
No, sir.
On Martin Luther King.
No. Leave the church. You in the church?
I'm his.
Leave it. Start there. Leave it. Leave. Just yesterday. Breathe.
And now Israel.
You said why? Why leave the church? Jeremiah 23. I'm going to tell you why. Great question. I'm glad you asked. Because the pastors today, bro, sincerely, they're not teaching the truth. They're not teaching for your salvation. They're teaching what they were taught in theology school, which is by the way. You know what I'm saying?
My church has man, it's not.
Filthy lucre.
They don't preach. They don't preach your typical to a big crowd. They call you out. They'll call you out. This is how I got close. They don't believe in the same thing that the next people church. They tell you the truth. You're telling you right there. The only thing is that they're living out there. All the churches need now. That's why you guys got to put in back to the
Yeah, world is separating us, but your church probably is saying some things that are true. All praise. But at the same time, you got to understand that there's Christianity in that church, and that's lies. It's just lies at the end of the day. When I say it runs deep, they're probably not teaching you to eat rightfully. There's what's the dietary laws in here. There's moral laws in here, bro. There's civil laws in here. You know, there's ceremonial laws in here. Like you're supposed to keep these days. You heard Passover? Okay, you're supposed to keep Passover. Feast of Tabernacles. You understand? All praises. Y'all congregate on Saturday?
I haven't been going.
Because we're supposed to congregate. The Sabbath is on Saturday, not Sunday. That's Roman Catholicism. You know, but Saturday is on Sunday. All right, watch this.
And it's in the Old Testament. It's on Saturday.
Yes, absolutely. Watch this.
The book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward,
This is talking about the pastors today. Read.
and the priests thereof teach for hire.
Because a lot of these pastors teaching for hire, meaning they're teaching to get paid. They have people in their congregation tithing. We ain't supposed to tithe today. We don't know who the Levitical priests are. We don't even have a temple. So why are we tithing? That's what the tithes were for. It wasn't money. When you read it, tithing was your crops. It was your corn. It was things like that. It was not money. But because we got on them slave ships, and Master said we couldn't read or write, Master told us what Christianity was. He told us how to preach. He told us who we were, but he lied. And a lot of these pastors still teach that to this day, which is lies. Come on now. Yep.
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
It ain't divine for money. It's all about the money. Money, 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 bro. You see, they say, hey, pass the plate around so you can make it to heaven. Hell, God don't do it so much for real. It's God. It's God. You know? But I'm just getting you to understand, this is why I say leave the church.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.
family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word